April is a month that speaks to limb loss and limb difference awareness. Ignorance, they say, is a disease. Quite true. As a lot of people have lost their lives, properties, body parts out of ignorance. Losing a part of one's body to sickness, disease, disaster, or accident is not a walk in the park. It comes with a lot of struggle, acceptance, building up, and support to both those directly involved and their families. The theme for this year, Limb Loss and Limb Difference, is Thrive. How have you thrived through the years?
As I am, I used to sell data online. I'm also into poetry. Those things, those are what motivate me. Those are what I do. Those are where I gain my little changes from. It doesn't matter how small it is. We don't need to wait on anybody to help us. We can do something on our own.
Persons living with limb loss and limb difference are people we live with in the society. They are part of us and will always be. It's important we study their emotions, temperaments, understand their language, and know how to make them comfortable and be comfortable around them.
This is against all odds.
I have with me in the studio today Miss Ave Aki is the executive director Hope Alive. And Hope Alive is an organization that actually brings hope to persons living with limb loss and limb difference. Thank you for coming on Against All Odds.
Thank you for having me.
We also have a young man who is doing so much in the disability world, and his name is Kelsey Shukunyere. Kelsey, it's good to have you here. Kelsey is a disability rights advocate. I'll start with Afe. Ave, April 1st to April 30th, a whole month carved out to create awareness on limb loss and limb difference. For me, I think it's too much. Is it too much?
It's not too much in the sense that losing a part of your body, it's not easy. And fixing yourself up and projecting yourself back in the society is a journey. So taking the whole 30 days to create awareness for this and also educate the world out there about what a limb difference and limb loss means, it's not so much. It's just celebrating those special individuals that have gone through this process and they are still striving to be who they wanted to be before maybe the disability set in. Limb loss in the course of your life, maybe an accident, illness happened and you have to go through amputation. This is a whole lot of journey that if some don't even survive it.
Wow.
And if some survive it, but life is no longer the same for them.
As a person with disability, especially in the disability community, when you say someone is living with disability, it seems as if it's a disease, just like someone living with HIV. So disability is not a disease, it's not contagious. So it's kind of derogatory. I know persons with disabilities usually have this low self-esteem, this discrimination, the trauma, and so they don't need any other derogatory word that will add up to that. So yes, but living with limb loss is something that along the way it happened and the person have to live with it and by it. It happened 24 years ago. Okay, that's by next month it will be that's 27th May year 2000. As a boy, I was playing football. I had a fracture, and unfortunately, the local bone center I was taken to was a quack. So he mismanaged the injury, which later resulted to gangrene. The hand started decaying because of the way he managed the injury, and I had my fingers and all that had to be cut off. And it's been a challenging and interesting journey. Because I'm somebody that always motivates myself right from childhood. I like challenging myself. So when it happened to me, it was like me rediscovering myself. And I realized that you are destined to become whoever you wants to be in life, irrespective of your abilities or your disabilities. So it's been an interesting journey. Thank you.
Okay, so this happened 21 years ago. On a fateful Sunday morning, 9th February 2003 to be precise. Went to church coming back and had an accident. Woke up in the hospital, and like Kelsey rightly said, it happened so fast too. I had a broken leg, yes, and had 1 or 2 treatments, but in the course of 2, 3, 4 days, um, we noticed that everything was not okay. And that infection called gangrene is a deadly infection and is a devil when it comes to an amputation. Like it's one of the high causes of amputation, gangrene infection. So we noticed that setting too. And when gangrene sets in, the only option is amputation if you want to be alive.
Limb loss and limb differences. Terms you need to know. Acquired amputation. Surgical removal of a limb due to disease or trauma complications. Alignment. Positioning of the prosthetic socket in relation to foot and knee. Amputation. Surgical removal of all parts of a limb due to disease or injury. Atrophy, wasting away of a body part due to decreased function and use. Bilateral, occurring on both sides, such as loss of both arms or legs. Extremity, a limb of the body, either upper or lower. Gait, manner or style of walking. Gait training, learning to walk with a prosthetics or prosthesis. Residual limb, portion of the arm or leg remaining after amputation.
Against all odds, how have you been able to thrive through it all? What has been your survival scheme? You know,
But majority of the students were just young people without disability. So it wasn't easy. The social stigma was there, the trauma was there, the discrimination was there. But against all these odds, I kept striving, believing in myself, knowing that I can be an inspiration, to someone else out there. And
Okay, so first of all, after amputation, everything, recovery, going back to school and all, I first of all focused my attention on the things I could do with my amputation. Because I know when growing up, we have aspirations, we have schools, courses we want to study, what we want to be in future and all. But when amputation sets in, I really needed to sit back and re-examine myself and assess what I wanted to do and all. I focused my attention on the things I can do, and what I can't do with my amputation, I let it go.
so how can emotions be handled?
it's the love that comes from my family that made me to know I'm not alone in this. And even my younger ones, nobody talk bad at me or say, look at you, and all that. You know how people used to abuse, persons with disability verbally.
I agree with Kelsey totally, because the love from the family is the first foundation, whereby a person with disability or disability just happened, the person draws strength from that, and the family support.
We do not wish for anything, but when it happens, please accept it with love. We say,
Happy